Hello everyone, welcome to Triaright. This is back 365. Myself Sujit. So in this session, we are going to learn some more interview coding related question that's available in our file handling. Okay. So in the previous session also we try to discuss more coding question that's available. So in this session also we try to discuss more related interview question. Okay. So the first question for this session will be write a program. Okay. So the first question, write a program to find and print the longest word in a file. Okay. So means first we are trying to find the longest word, then only we need to find how to print that also. Okay. So in this one, which have the longest word, if I'm trying to take this Python, or we can say that this Django will be okay. I'm just trying to take good morning as my longest word. So now my requirement will be first I need to find this word, then only I just want to print this one. Okay. Means first I need to open the file. I need to read that particular thing. Then for each and every word, means first how the logic will going to start. First I need to read all the content that's available in a file. Then manually I need to check the length of that, because as a human, if I try to see, then you can get a clear picture on that. But our system will be understand in the form of our bytecode. Means we are trying to check for each word with their length of that particular word. Okay. So first we are trying to open the file. Then we need to read all the data that's available. Then we need to find the longest word that's available in it. Okay. First, we are trying to open this file. Okay. So how to open this file? By the help of our with keyword followed by the open function. Then here I need to provide my file name will be text.sample.txt. So here also I'm just trying to read the data. Means I don't want to write anything. Okay. That's why I'm not specifying any access mode. Okay. After that, now my requirement will be I want to get all the content that's available. So here I'm just trying to take a extra variable, and here I'm just trying to get all the data that's available. Okay. So in the content I have all the data, but still I'm not getting all the data properly. Means I'm getting the data but not in the proper format, because if I'm trying to run this one, it will be give me in the form of our space and all, but we cannot run that particular loop, or we can say that we cannot perform anything directly on that. If I try to find, we need a sequence, because directly we cannot find any length of without a single value data type, because as of now these are will be treated like a single value data type. So to compare, or we can say that to convert into a sequence, so now we are trying to use our split method, because the split method return type will be substring of list. Okay. Means in the list the substring will be present. Guys, just see now each and everything will be present inside the list of substring. Okay. After I am getting this, now I just want to find the max length. Okay. Means for each and every word I need to find the max length. So how to do that? So we have in the list, we have a inbuilt method that is called our max. Means max will be helpful to find the longest length of the word. Okay. So here we are trying to take this one. Okay. So here I'm just trying to take longest as my variable. So now here I'm trying to take the max inbuilt function. Here I'm just trying to take my content, because all the content, or we can say that in this content variable all the words are present. Okay. After I'm getting all the words, now I'm just trying to pass a key. Okay. So here my key will be based on the length I need to find. Okay. So after that, if I'm trying to print the longest, so guys, just see, so here I'm just trying to print the longest. So longest, okay, longest word is, so here I'm just trying to print that particular longest. Okay. So now after I'm getting all the substring inside a list, After that, I'm just trying to run a max inbuilt function. Means this max will be checking each and every word, whatever the length. If the length will be greater, then it will be give me that particular output. So guys, just see the longest word is good morning. Means what is the key? Means here I'm just try to pass my key will be based on the length size. Okay, means the word which having the highest length, I need to print that in my longest variable. Okay, so this is the simply example related to our write a program to find and print the longest word in a given file. Okay, now the next question for this session will be write a program to count the vowel that's present in a file. Okay, we know that we have 5 vowels: a, e, I, o, u. Means I need to count how many vowels that's available in this file. Okay, means if I'm trying to take a, e, I, o, u, these 5 I need to check. So how to check? Every time we know that if I'm trying to check this one, we need to take a loop on that, because we are trying to check for each and every character. Okay, that's why first I need to write my question. So write a program to count vowels in a file. Okay, how many vowels that's available in a file. Okay, so first, before we try to open a file, first I need to create a variable to store our vowel. Okay, so here I'm just trying to create a variable that is called vowels. So here I'm just trying to take a, e, I, o, u in your lowercase, also in our uppercase also, because we don't know the vowel are present in our lowercase character or our uppercase character. Due to not the 100% confirmation, that's why I'm taking both the vowels. Okay, after that, here my requirement will be I need to count. So that's why I'm just starting the count value from the 0. After getting this, now my first requirement will be first I need to read. Okay, without reading we cannot count that particular thing. So to read that particular file, first we need to open that file. Okay, so here I'm just trying to open this one. So sample.txt as file object. Okay, because this open function will be return a file object. After I'm getting this, now I just want to run in my read object. Okay, so how to get this one? So here I'm just trying to check for each and every character. That's why here I'm taking for character in, so we can directly pass on our sequence or in our range. So here I'm just trying to pass in our sequence. So here my sequence will be file object dot read, because I want the all the content that's available. After this, I'm getting all the content. I need to check for every character. Okay, so after getting the first character, I need to check if the character in my vowel or not. If the character will be presented in my vowel, I just want to update my count value up to 1. Okay, after each and everything will be checking for each and every character. Now I just want to print the number of vowel in our f string. So here the number of vowels in the file is, so here I need to print my count variable. Okay, because I'm trying to take this one. Okay, now guys, so before this one I just want to comment this one. Okay, after this one I just want to print this one. Okay, means for before I need to print this one. Okay, print the character. Okay, so guys, just see, for one iteration I just want to check it. So guys, just see, first whenever I'm just try to run that for loop, for the entire things it needs to run, means on the entire thing the for loop will try to run this one. So in our first iteration, my first iteration value will be h. Okay, after I'm getting this h, you directly come to my inner function. Means inside this for loop I'm trying to check a condition that what is my first character value. My first character value will be h. So h in vowel, means here I'm just trying to take h in vowel, means inside this vowel my h will be not presented, means this condition becoming false, then the next iteration should be start. Then I have the next character will be E. Okay, so after that, now it will be check E in vowel. So E will be present in this one. So after E will be present, I just want to update the count value. Okay, if I try to display also the count value, so you can now to print every time that particular character. Okay, so guys, just see, if I'm trying to run this one, it will be printing all the things. Also, it will printing the vowels also. Guys, just see, after the hello will be print. Okay, so guys, just see here it will print the vowel that's available. Guys, just see, after everything it will print. Okay, so now my requirement will be, I just want to find the count value. Okay, now if I'm trying to run this one, okay, so here I don't need to print this one. Okay, I need to kill the terminal because my requirement will be, I just need the count value of this one. So guys, just see, the number of vowel in a file will be 35. If I try to check it once also, just see E, O, then I. These are my vowels. If I try to count my manually also, it will be give. But I need to tell how the control flow is going to work. It will be work like that. Means first it will be taking all the character or all the content that's available in this file. Then only it needs to run on my for loop. After on the for loop, for every character, it needs to check in my vowels. Which character will be satisfied, then only I just want to update this one. If I'm not updating, every time the count value should be 1 only. Okay, that's why I need to update if the condition will be satisfied. Okay guys, now the next question for this session will be, okay, so the next question will be, write a program to append a line to a file without deleting the existing content. Means my requirement will be, I want to append a line. Means I just want to insert a line without deleting the existing content. Means here I have the data. In this file, I just want to add some content without deleting all these things. So to doing that, we have a access mode that is called our append access mode. If I try to open a file by the help of our append access mode, if the data will be present, our file pointer will be pointing to the end of the file. We are trying to take the same thing. Okay, so here first I need to open the file, but in this case I am just trying to specify which type of access mode I need to use. So here I'm just trying to use sample.txt, and here I'm just trying to use my append access mode, and I will be stored in my file object. Okay, after I'm getting my file object, now my requirement will be, I want to add an extra line. Okay, so here I'm just trying to write the question, write a program to append a line to a file without deleting existing data. Okay, so after I'm opening the file, now my requirement will be, I want to write something. So in our file handling, to write anything, we have two options. Either we can use write method or we can use write lines. So here I'm trying to use my write lines because I'm just trying to add a single line. That's why here I'm trying to use file object dot write. Inside this, I'm just trying to use in my next line. Okay, that's why I'm using /n. After that, I need to write, this is a new line. This is a new line, append here. Okay, now I'm just trying to run this one. So guys, just before in my sample.txt, we have 8 line. Okay, I'm just trying to remove this one. After, if I'm trying to run this one, so guys, just see, first we need to find any error or not. So in this file, we don't have any error. So now I try to check this line will be adding or not. Whenever I'm trying to come to my sample.txt, now you can get a clear picture on that the sample is adding this new line. This is called out, this is a new line append here. If I'm not using this /n, then it will be print after our MongoDB. If I try to check it once also, you can check it. So guys, just see, after it will be this line, it will be showing this line is a new line. Okay, so to overcome with that, we are just try to deleting one. Okay, so this is the control flow behind to add a line in our existing file. Okay, now the last question for this session will be, write a program to read file content and print all the data in my reverse order, means last line to first line. Now every time whenever I'm just try to read this data, it will be print from first to last. Now my requirement will be I want to print last to first. So at that time, how we are try to doing that? So write a program to read the file content, and print all the data in a reverse order. Okay, in a reverse order. Okay, now I try to see now. Okay, so in this one, every time whenever I'm just try to run this one, every time it will be print from my hello. Okay, now I just want to print from MongoDB. Okay, first we try to open this file. So with open function, here I'm just try to pass the file name. So my file name will be sample.txt, and here we are not writing anything. That's why I'm not passing any access mode. After that, I need to store in a file object. After I'm getting this, first I need to find all the line. Okay, that's why here I'm trying to create a variable that is called lines, and here I'm just trying to find all the lines. So by the help of our method called our read lines, because whenever we are trying to use these read lines, it will be print all the lines, because we are trying to getting the all the line. Okay, after getting this, now I'm just trying to reverse this one. So how to reverse? By the help of our reverse method. Okay, so here I'm just trying to run a for loop, because for each line I'm just trying to reverse. So here I'm just trying to write for line in reverse. So here I'm just trying to use a reversed method. Here I need to pass these lines. Okay, because in this line all the data are present. Okay, after this passing, every time I just want to print with the help of our strip, because the read line will be written all the data in the form of our list, but I don't want in the form of the list. That's why here I'm just trying to use line dot strip. Okay, after I'm getting the strip, we can get all the data in the string format. Okay, now if I'm trying to run this one, so here if you can see that first it will be print MongoDB, then Java, then Node.js, then Bootstrap, React.js, means the opposite, or we can say that the ulta of that particular things. Okay, so that's all about our file handling. So in our upcoming session, we are trying to see a new concept that is called our exception handling. We are trying to see how the exception handling will be done in our Python. Okay, so that's all for this session. Thanks for watching Triaright.